Welcome to this session on how to prepare for lease events post-pandemic. In today's session, we're going to cover how do you prepare for leasing events with post-pandemic return to work? What data should be captured and how will it assist? And what decisions can you make based on the data? How people engage with the workplace is considerably different to pre-pandemic working life. Business continuity has still happened throughout people working from home, and hiring hasn't necessarily slowed down. So how can you plan for lease events, given there's two significant shifts in how people engage with the workplace? When looking at pre-pandemic data, the most useful metric was typically looking at average utilisation. Something to consider now is peak utilisation and peak occupied. You're really going to want to have to understand where people are focusing, at what point is it hitting capacity, and where in the office is this impacting. With hybrid working being adopted in a number of organisations, people are in the office ranging between 1 and 4 days if they're going to a hybrid working environment. Of course, there'll be some that have been there fixed and going in 5 days a week, and there will be some remote working. But how do you cater for those that are coming in periodically? What space will be utilised and when? And what impact has hiring over the last couple of years made to the new office environment, especially when it's been difficult to gauge as slow returns to the office have been happening? It's probably a fair assumption to say that if people are coming to the office maybe 3 days a week, Mondays and Fridays may be particularly quiet, mirroring the pre-pandemic world where Fridays were typically a quieter day in the office. The impact, therefore, will be on the Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. You'll start to see the average utilisation start to creep up, but also looking at the underutilised desks, where it will significantly drop. By looking on here, if you look at Thursday, being the busiest day, the underutilisation of desks would only be around 10 out of the full 243. Looking to see where those peaks are, how many are in, and where they are impacting is going to be really interesting to work out the capacity and understand how to support the office environment. You can break this down by floor, by day of the week, by zone, or by neighbourhood. Everybody's interaction and everyone's team interaction will be very different. So how do you plan? First, start by collecting data early. The earlier you can actually put some systems and software solutions in place in order to collect this data, the better placed you will be in order to make informed decisions with regards to any lease events. It's important to get the granularity into the areas of utilisation. When you think of collaboration spaces, it's not necessarily going to give you more space. They can often take up more than a bank or 2 banks of desks. But if they're highly utilised and it's helping people engage with the office, how much of that space do you actually need? Try to work with a solution provider that partners with you, so it's able to help assisting with the interpretation of the data and really drill in to start seeing if there are any trends that you need to be aware of. With Open Sensor Solution, we have a range of different sensors that collect the data depending on how people interact with that space. For example, you may just want to know presence and how frequently that place is occupied, or actually understanding how many people are walking around in open spaces or in meeting rooms. Being able to drill into that analytics and understand the impact that's having across your workplace is going to be key to start measuring trends and start to make informed decisions based off of data. With Open Sensors, our solution works with sensors collecting the data, moving to the LoRaWAN gateway. Within that gateway, you have a SIM card that transfers the data to the cloud, enabling you to then drill into the data. All of this not impacting your Wi-Fi infrastructure. Key things to think about is as people are returning to the office and the impact of the office isn't fully known at this point in time, collecting the data early will enable identifying trends. Those trends you can then start to review and see what impact that would be if more people are hired or the dynamic changes within departments. Monitoring peaks. So when is the busiest day and times of the week, and where is that impacting across the office environment? Gain those actionable insights from the data will help to support the decision making. The office will become more fluid and have busier days of times of the week. Peaks are one of the strongest indicators of when space will start to hit capacity and really help you with your future planning. Please take time to look at our other collateral of Shaping the Future of Your Workplace or Return to Work survey, which was in May 2021. Both are available on our website. Thank you.